So part of what keeps me going through this whole PS1 JRPG retrospective is that there's a common experience that I hear about from people who played these at the time they came out, and then, carried on to live in the times we do today that followed after them. That there was a point in your life where games was good, and then a time later where games was bad. No. There was a time in your life when you would enjoy whatever you had in reach, where you could make fun from noise for yourself. Then you grew up. You gained knowledge of good and bad. You learned noise. There's not the moment that games became bad. There's the moment that you became clever. Just enough to notice. Kill your nostalgia. Which is to say, let's wait quietly for the attract mode to occur, and then subsequently proceed with other. Oh, the attract mode is just the first cutscene, isn't it? Well, we get to see this again. I am Alpha and also Alpha a second time. Beginning and re-beginning. Start of redundancy. You got that expertly crafted UI of the one thing you want in an emergency is to remove all information from the user's view.
Oh, absolutely.
There's some manner of biomonster associated with large numbers. Hexagons. This is a very aggressively made in the years after Evangelion became successful kind of scene.
Oh yeah, all this techno stuff
high
going on.
Biotechnology, babble, spiritualism, hexagons. Engine room has already succumbed to noodles.
It's just full of spaghetti.
Also among the great things to look back on in various, see science fiction from eras of earlier tech paradigms. Corded phones. Fucking corded handset phones on this spaceship.
They're really secure, dog. You know? It sounded only going through that cord, nothing else.
Just a direct, hard line. You shall be as gods. In case you had missed that you shall be what you shall be, as unto gods. That is what your state of being shall unto.
The secret to becoming a god
Yes,
is...
ye. Any day now. Ye soon. Godhood. Or something as unto like it.
The secret to becoming a god is to just get completely messed up on spaghetti.
Fucked up on bioscience noodles. Explodes. Many things crash. And this lady.
Who, knowing absolutely nothing about the game and would not like to be told, I'm thinking that this lady is the spaghetti. That's just my guess.
Perhaps an avatar of the spaghetti.
Yeah. I mean, she's got so much hair. That sounds like spaghetti to me.
You shall be as Linguini. That's not too out there as a name for an organization. Consider how many institutions in the world around you are just named some variation of the Thinkman.
That is true.
It's us, the wise boys. The knowers. The stuff getters. So we got war disrupted by excavation of robots, and then arrival of surprise third party. Well, that was quick.
Got a brief rundown on the history of the war, and
Proceed directly to destruction of idyllic remote hometown. Good.
yeah, that's moving along pretty fast as far as JRPG starts.
Let's
go.
just get in motion here. No need to faff about with the preamble. Okay, 15 minutes later, my first active. Well, maybe I'm being hasty. Am I in control? No, I'm not yet in control. This is a scene. Alright, that's points off. Still, we arrive in medias res as Punchbot.
Yeah, this is giant robot kung fu, I suppose.
$500 earlier, or perhaps the previous week. Alright, now there is control. 17 minutes later. Nice compass we got going there.
That is a very
Get full camera rotation. Excellent.
nice.
Full control, three-dimensional environment. Alright, so let's, I gotta pause. I have a jump. It will be jumping.
Okay, nice.
And hello menu. Hello, good, gigantic novelty cursor is still here on the menu. And all of that time counted. Everything from starting the console, unless there were points where time was worth more than it actually is.
Yeah, jeez.
Like, that is just looking over here, that is 2 seconds behind my stream timer. Alright, game. How much faster can you start running through the checklist?
Okay,
This is like a comedically high density of media tropes getting slammed into place here.
yeah, like we started off with
We're fighting and destroying the hometown! You can't fight in the hometown! Well, 5 days earlier, remember 3 years ago when a mysterious masked man who might be your real father brought you to our peaceful village?
like not even just that. It was also the game starts with tragedy striking a like spaceship that is so far, to our knowledge, completely unrelated to everything else. So that's
Who knows
also a
how
pretty
many
common
hours
thing.
it will be before that ever comes up again. This is living up to expectations immediately at very high density.
These media tropes have existed since at least the NES era, so I was about to think how many of these were common at the time, but no, they were actually pretty common even up until now.
Yeah, like several of the like broader strokes here are straight up monomyth stuff. So
Oh yeah, that too, obviously.
you only think of them as occurring in animes because you were watching animes when you first noticed these narrative structures.
He's also made just barely enough, perhaps, to retire.
Amnesiac! My mysterious past. Alright, so which of you is retiring the day after the wedding?
Yeah.
Where's our grizzled old partner we'll solve mysteries with? Come on. Looking forward to a perfectly ordinary, idyllic day in peaceful rural village where we're not disrupted by any manner of robot attack, large or small.
And not a single person dies.
Hey, who is a mysterious loner with forbidden past. He does art and fighting. The fighting arts and the arting fights.
He performs the martial arts, so he can then learn the marital arts.
He sleeps in the chief's basement, painting weird expressionist landscapes all day, every day.
That's a good life.
Damn right. This tiny man. This tiny Dan.
Oh. What a five head you've got there. This small hair goblin.
This is a noise a dog makes. I look forward to collecting a vast assortment of PS1 era animal noises. Homemade aqua bear cow!
Bear cows.
Bear cow!
It has the qualities of bears and cows?
Domesticated bear!
And domesticated cow. I've never heard of
Farm
either of those
bear.
things.
What a strange, fantastical world we live in.
Can you jump into the well?
And I jump into that well. Can I get lost as fuck? Let's find out. Oop. I can jump over. I can fall in. Nice. Let's
Nice.
go. Time to explore. No.
A weird item, huh?
I found eyes in the well.
Oh, dude, nice.
Well eyes.
Eyeballs. Should sell for... Who wants to buy just a
Who wants to
handful
buy
of
fresh
eyeballs?
organs? Omens of grief and dark times before us. What could happen in our peaceful bear cow town? Oh, this is highly advanced. I can multi-thread the conversations. Dan, I will take your limbs for even suggesting this.
You are a terrible goblin of a child.
Dan should not be trusted with complex machinery.
Just doesn't get it.
We just don't leave him unsupervised around levers. Not since the incident.
It's been 5 years. Ooh boy, suddenly things got very awkward. I'm leaving. That's okay, right? I'm leaving
Goodbye!
anyway. See ya!
Just flying jump kick out the window.
How many times is that gonna happen, you think? Right before a cutscene ends, someone is just gonna go, is this fate, or this is fate?
There is perhaps a theme brewing. If they start capitalizing fate, in whole or in part, then that assures it.
What if they start putting periods between each letter as well?
Would this be fate? The manner of tube, orb, crossbit. We might be looking directly at our first bit of gratuitous religious iconography. I triggered an encounter by standing still and spinning the camera.
Hell yes!
Hell
That's powerful
yes!
technique.
Alright, it's time for a battle. We got gauges. There's AP. Look at this nice fighting wiggle, this animation, and whatever this enemy is. Some sort of spiteful orb. Alright, let's just start with something simple here.
It's doing
Okay, it was
awesome.
immediately made more complicated. I have numbers.
Okay, okay.
How many points would I like to string it? Well, there's a 3 down in the corner there. Are those the numbers, or are these other ones the numbers? Walking course, you say? I enjoy walking. Alright, this system seems to be signaling that it will have many fiddly bits. Time will tell if they actually play out. Also, get up there, Faye. Open this cube. Receive fight while sliding back down geometry after jumping on it.
So it looks like literally anything you do can possibly trigger fights.
The passage of time brings forth battles. There's also the possibility that at some point it will explain the fight mechanics
Oh yeah, that's
to
that too.
nerds. Excuse me? What are...
Those aren't chickens. Those are terrible demons.
What are these bird-shaped robots? You let them into your house. Just another peaceful, idyllic, rural lifestyle day of nothing of particular note except having to punch dozens of wolves in order to take a walk to the doctor's office. Aside from that, situation normal. Is this fate? Yep, time for a normal, peaceful, idyllic walk home after a day at doctor's office. That is the sound of everything being fine. I'm sure someone at Square was very proud of this very disorienting wobble effect. Yup, pronouns and quotes. Pronouns and quote marks.
Excellent, excellent. If he awakens here...
What if he, him, that guy... Could it be those numbers?
It couldn't be. Those numbers haven't been seen since 5 years ago.
The incident. Your destiny? To robot?
You know, that's an awfully small bullet hole for a gun being held by a giant robot.
Mm-hmm. Using tiny novelty baby ammo. And then everyone died. The beginning. People of the village are all excluding the one standing right behind us right now. The one in front of you right now. You're looking right at another survivor, Dan. Mysterious past, secret inner power, dark, murderous secret inner power. Hero destroys own idyllic village. We have saturation.
We've hit peak RPG.
Well, that's sure one of them transformative experience from which you can never go back. Home is gone. Like, actually, we can't even nudge. Phase of the hero's journey, wherein he must slowly reconstruct his extensive knowledge of martial arts. Outreach bag.
Give bag. I want bag.
There is treasure in this sack.
Oh, Houghton.
Alright, platforming achieved. Ish. 3D platforming in an RPG. Oh boy. A foreigner. With a gun. Do you have rookie eyes? Ah, here we go. It's time to emphasize words.
With dashes? Nice.
With dashes.
That is some good stuff right there.
Hyphen lambs. You're from either the ocean or space. Or both. Is space an ocean? Alright, so together we go find a third human, hold them at gunpoint, see if they know which way out of the woods. Now, are these marks indicating that we're supposed to say it in some sort of strange, distorted, emphasized way?
Lamb.
The lamb. Look, when he says it, it's just quotes.
It's a difference in dialect. since she's a space or ocean or
Space
whatever
fish.
person.
Surface
himself.
dwellers cannot pronounce the hyphens.
Yeah, it's a very advanced phonetic technique.
Maybe it's some sort of augmented reality speech. You only
Yeah.
get it if you're using cyberware. Second party mate? Yes, hello.
Hold up. She's carrying a magic rod and does not use the gun that she had in the fight.
Does not use, unless the gun is the magic rod.
Behold my arcane might! A gun!
Alright, 4 spells. Anemo Bolt, Terra Lance, Thermo Cube, and Aqua Ice.
Okay.
Just wet ice, aqueous ice, as opposed to the other ices. Try cube. Show me the cube. That was not a cube. Do not misrepresent geometry to me.
Yeah, come on.
She screams murder bubbles. Welcome to the team. Not that everyone in town was killed, it's that everyone he knew was killed, which as far as he's concerned is everyone in town. I mean, list of named survivors. Dan. Everyone is dead.
Yeah. List of named survivors. A terrible goblin. Ugh, gross. I don't want to deal with that anymore. I'm leaving.
His continued existence cancels out the value of all the other lives that were spared.
Yeah, Van Houten. That's a Dutch surname.
Space Dutch.
Yep.
Or Sea Dutch.
There's no difference between the space and the ocean.
Yeah, Sea Dutch is regular Dutch, though. That's
also true, yeah.
Of course, the direct cause of the battle was that someone was forced into an entirely justified emergency landing in the vicinity of your village, in a manner which in no way contradicted any national or international treaties and was entirely morally upright, and placed no blame on whoever that mysterious pilot could have been. Iguanosaurus. I sense a gimmick. It's a we're stalling for time until the doctor. Robot dinosaur showdown. Now we're talking. Faye, please stop asking people to murder you. That crosshair has a mind of its own. It's just wandering around. The size of the pixels on that shadow.
Pixels the size of hams.
But I hate robots. But you must use robots for justice? It is your destiny.
It's your fate.
Fate. We really need the power to destroy everything? And Doc just kind of tugs at his collar. Yeah. Redirect the conversation right now.
Sounds pretty rad to me.
How did he know?
The name mixing so far has been very strange. Timothy, Dan, and Alice, alongside... I think it's actually going to be like an SH sound, so Shitan Uzuki, and Fei Fong Wong, and then here's Ellie Van Houten.
Ellie Van Houten, who is from space.
Yeah, space, which may be the ocean.
It has taken 3 days to cross this forest, at least. All those words look vaguely Germanic.
Nilbear der
Nilbear der Legos? That all
yeah.
is shaped like Germanic.
Also, Shitan can just speak it, I guess.
Just speak Space Dutch. Oh boy. Look at those 2 layers of quote mark.
Oh dear.
We're in nested double quote territory.
The shepherds. Evil. And
Abel.
I don't think I'm ever gonna not find it funny.
So everyone bonds over their immense shame. New party hello, Doc.
It's kind of a, like, thematic salad.
We're through the woods.
Hey, nice.
Sandfish. You have a portrait. And a name.
And a gigantic chin.
Big
Big
Joe and his
Joe.
gin.
Alright, we have a quest to go visit the head office to put in a purchase order for replacement parts. Or maybe just abandon the robot and do anything else with your life?
Yeah, you don't have to. You could just leave and do whatever.
At this
Maybe
point,
just
our
go-
only motivation is leave home because we blew it up.
Like, why don't you just go into isolation to become the most powerful martial artist and also
Yeah,
normal
find a
artist?
nice, comfortable mountain to climb, and
Subsist entirely off of the morning dew, and also paint a lot.
yeah. Even better, we'll go grave robbing, yes! Doc is just gonna handle that on his own.
Oh no. We have to go hang out with Big Joe now.
Oh yes. We get to hang out with Big Joe. Just endless sand in all directions. It's a JRPG, but every plot thread is abandoned the moment it's established.
You know, that could be made into something good. It would just be an endless number of plot threads and, like, the introduction of something that could be interesting.
Lost to the JRPG?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, this is going places. Look, Doc, do you want to just take the robot and go do whatever?
You seem more qualified than Faye in literally every respect. You could just kind of do whatever you wanted.
Just go have your adventure and let Faye find himself in the desert. Only you, protagonist, can unlock the true potential of this machine.
God damn it, Doc.
This
You just
robot
used
has
the gun.
secret hidden potential.
Faye didn't even know the gun was there, and you
Hours
found it.
beyond gun. Oh, robot fight. Smugbot. Oh, same Smugbot. He was there. I just left all this gasoline laying around. You lit the match!
I go for the
Let's
simple
kill
answer.
God.
Mother God, huh?
I blew up your town so we could go kill God.
Join me, and we will destroy
It is
God.
destiny to kill God.
Hell
I,
yeah.
Graph Power Seeker Darkman. I have awakened your secret berserker mode that is locked in your hidden mysterious past so we may kill God.
This is the most generic RPG of all time.
So much like your father. Your mysterious past father. I know things about your father, who I may be murdered, or maybe I am him and murdered him to murder God.
This game rules.
You can only learn the truth and become fulfilled if you take up your destiny. Your God
We
murder
destroy
father
God.
dark past destiny. See that moon? I'm gonna kill that moon.
Let's punch the moon!
Maybe he is the guy who doesn't even need a robot, and someone just tried. Look at this fat worm. Has taken no damage, and is drinking my fuel. Stop that. That is not yours. Arrested for robot sand crimes. All your childhood friends are dead. And Dan still lives. The time of the Ghouls Bell? I can only confide in you, my mentor figure, who surely doesn't know far more than he lets on about all of the deep lore which underlies.
Why are time and gospel separately hyphenated?
Could it be
Why would you do that?
the prophecy?
Why would you do that?
The prophecy.
Why does it have to be time of the gospel?
The spoken
instead
of, destined time in the fate writings of the past, which is actually the future!
Secret writings from the future past thousands of years ago in the distant future.
Thousands of years ago. Oh, we're in cyberspace now.
Hell yeah.
The gospel. Meeting the Steel Emperor here in the square dimension.
Wait, what?
The God Emperor of Mankind is hanging out here, and he's just talking to Shaitan, I guess.
Just meeting the Emperor on his cyber throne.
This game is so dumb, I love it. Okay, is paradise space or the ocean? Which one is it?
Or Earth, but not Earth, or was this Earth all along?
Okay, why isn't the gazelle hyphenated, though, while lambs are?
Gazelle is just a regular word. Gazelle is not lamb. We, the gazelle, must find the corpse god and resurrect him. So God is pre-murdered, but not yet murdered.
If you find God on the road, resurrect him, then murder him.
Fate.
Fate.
Would it be?
Oh my god, Fate actually is
Fate?
hyphenated!
Yeah.
What the fuck? I made a joke about that earlier.
Could it be the prophecy? Are you, mysterious past kung fu art man god-slaying mystery dad haver amnesiac, could you be the chosen one?
Who is also a secret dark berserker.
The shadow berserker with the hidden powers that will let the experimental robot reach its true potential? So you said sand pirates. I think we're getting sand pirates.
Okay, yeah, alright. Every joke I make turns out to be real in this game.
And they have a butler. Not to crash onto sand. We will sink into the sand due to a hole in the sand hole. The sand is flowing in. The sand-type bulkheads will not be able to handle the sand flood. The sand pumps are not powerful enough. We're losing ground.
Oh no!
We're going to drown in sand! Sand everywhere! We're all going to be left stranded here in the ice-cold Arctic sand. It's just standing on the sand as the ship continues to sink into the deadly sand depths.
How about that magic? Because that's magic. That's what that is.
It automatically engaged fancy science systems to allow it to float on sand. It can just weigh less if it wants to.
But, what? No!
He is my rival. Time to have a big ol' throwdown over a misunderstanding. A rival who is a pirate, whose robot's name means pirate. We're in this cave now. Bart the Sand Pirate. And we have fictional units of measurement. Desert's only 1,000 Charles!
Charles!
Or is that an obscure real unit of measure? Is that like somewhere in the Deep Bible?
Let's
That
check.
in the Gnostic tomes? How many schnarls to the furlong? Robot dungeon.
Oh, man.
Robot dungeon. We can platform in the robots in the robot dungeon. Look at these tiny humans trying to damage our robots. Their robot's move is that he fell down and he's dead now. I thought there'd be some sort of hermit living here, thousands of miles beneath the surface of the earth. Me, Old Man Bell.
Old Man Bell.
Don't mind me, just mysterious science hermit versed in strange arts. Your run-of-the-mill Balthazar.
Not one of the three wise mechanics or anything.
Down here collecting esoteric relics, as Balthazars do. Here's my collection of skulls! Human life abruptly begins 10,000 years ago. Weird! We found the man with fossil evidence that evolution is a lie. Celebratory crushings all around. That iconic video game music track. Damp Cave.
Really,
Is
Bart?
the ultimate robot out there somewhere? The one prophesied to be able to destroy all other robots? In the hands of the true hero?
Really, Bart? Really?
Some sort of goddamn robot? The Omni-Gear. Some sort of unlimited power bomb in robot form that can level cities on a whim in the hands of the true berserker? He's a bit on the right path. He's thinking it. He's not going to follow up on it, but the thought has occurred of, wait a minute. God Machine. There's a giant gaping hole in our history that only the people who say that we've been here forever, even though the fossil record says we haven't, keep the secret, the dark secrets guarded in the archives of the mysterious cabal who control all the science.
My perception of ethos has gone from mega corporation to possible world government to the Illuminati.
Yeah,
the
the ethical folks, the enlightened folks, the free tradesmen. It's us, the Grand Plumbers Union. Beyond the sound barrier is this. He named his sandboat World Tree. Agreed.
Same.
One man without a past must face his destiny to destroy the future, to save it from the past. Kind of feel like a general thing that will occur is that this game is going to pile on more systems than it knows how to deal with.
I'm willing to bet you're right.
There's going to be a series of very rapid paradigm shifts, and nothing is going to be able to settle in properly.
I have a feeling that this game is going to fall in love with, needless complexity.
His astounding berserk kung fu robot powers, which are perhaps destined to slay God, which is probably some manner of robot, which is some manner of God. Bio-God robot. That strange gestalt of mysticism, organics, and technology that... Yeah, the morass of sufficiently powerful things that were popular in science fiction right around now. This dog has a uniform. This dog has a console. This dog is an engineer.
This dog has a degree.
This dog is permitted to work the reactor. There is a dolphin with
Oh,
a
man.
headset on the boat. Franz, who will just randomly select sound files from throughout the game and play them to you. My handsome, roguish, wealthy master is definitely not actual secret royalty in addition to pirate royalty. He is prince of only crime and no form of law. Good day.
The Double Prince.
Until they were defeated by the Shah Khan. The Double King.
Oh no.
Bartholomew, son of Edbart.
Nice!
Son of Edbart the Fourth. There were 3 previous Edbarts.
Maybe in their stupid desert language, Ed means king.
High Bart. Super Bart. Over Bart.
Bart Emperor, Shin Bart, Super Bart Getter Z. I've noticed that I don't think Faye has said a single word this entire cutscene.
He's just enjoying his tea while the old men talk. There's remarkably little information on display.
I can't read the gear menus at all.
This is home to very dense systems with very little presentation on their subjects. Look, I practice martial arts for the exercise and the spiritual focus.
On the other hand, I practice normal art for the
That's
the
my
fight.
killing technique. There's your Act 3 twist, where the actual secret berserker power we're waiting to unlock is the ultimate painting that will undo the world. Prime Minister Shah Khan.
Prime Minister King. Oh man.
We have mystery parts that can't be disassembled.
I wonder how tall it actually is.
It's well tall. You see, he's outwardly hostile towards you, but this is a coping mechanism for his inability to open up and seek friendship.
I mean, that sounds like a pretty common thing, actually.
Yeah, it actually, in vague abstract, not to the degree that caricatures in fiction will do it, but yeah, that's a...
Yeah, you just literally
That's a
described
thing.
tsundere, but, in real life.
I described the dumbass
With
anime
actual
trope,
human
but it's an exaggeration of a human behavior for
Yeah.
dramatic effect. You see, people on stage will perform more elaborate and overexpressed forms of human behavior to make sure they are clearly communicated and play a role in a story. You have to be very loud to be sure everyone in the theater gets what you're going for.
Yo, Faye, fight for us. No!
Oh.
I don't want to!
Yeah, you guys can keep the robot. I don't want it. People keep telling me to use it. You use it. It's a robot. You push the buttons and it goes.
Okay, so other people have,
The doc has operated the robot and then immediately hopped out of it and says, I can't unlock its true potential, you do it! You sure, Doc? You sure? We saw him use the guns! It has guns that Faye doesn't know how to operate. Right, now that I have entered the robot hangar, I am no longer sure how to leave the robot hangar. Yeah, that's what it will be. The True Fate, it's one word. The True Fate Prophecy, all one word. Capitalization on the vowels, but not the consonants.
Yeah, there we go.
Wrapped in one of each type of bracket. That's how you know.
Would the Y at the end be capitalized? Because it's being used as a vowel at that point, right?
Absolutely.
Or would the Y actually be small caps? Because it has a dual purpose.
The Y is replaced with the yen symbol.
Nice, got it.
Surely, eventually I will learn the layout of this place.
I mean, you'll learn it, but it won't always be obvious where the flags are.
Everyone, just stop and take a moment out of your day to appreciate the name Broyer, Helmholtz, and Stratsky. Alright, time for violence. We have a situation. At least 5 Jebs have infiltrated the base. Oh my. Our enemies may be in possession of the stuff.
That stuff.
The drive stuff. These kids are
They.
hopped up on Dreef balls.
I was just about to ask, what are those two dorky-looking robots? Oh.
The enemy. What a design. What a beautiful machine we found.
Finally, a sensible design.
Further thing that has left me with the sense that this game will not have anything resembling a normal progression curve
Oh, God.
or ever like a status quo that it settles into is just how number-weighing the experience totals have been.
Sometimes it's like, oh, I just get double the amount of experience I already had. And sometimes I got basically none.
And that's worth 1 level now. They're letting me drive the boat.
Oh, no.
The very interestingly animated boat.
By the way, is this where we're supposed to go?
Maybe?
Did they say where we're supposed to go?
It's time to do a heist?
Yeah.
I mean, we have learned about the war between the Pirate King and the Double King. Prime Minister Double King who usurped the throne to become Single King. Wait, I don't have... The party can be out of sync with regards to who he is or he is not roboted? I can just leave the well hall here and never speak of it again. Farewell!
Can do
Oh
that.
my god!
It's not advised. I don't advise you doing that.
Farewell!
So wait, that option
You
is
should.
in the menu.
You should get into a fight, though.
Does that
it's
mean
kinda
that
funny.
you can like? Does that mean
Oh
that
my
you?
god. Oh my god, can you get into a fight with Faye just hanging out with the 2 robots?
Mhm. Yeah, you totally can. There are mixed
What?
fights.
Oh my god!
That's so good!
Fight me, Desert. Tin bots remain terrible at everything forever.
I think you can actually beat these guys on foot.
See if we can end this in a single glorious flurry. 4 Senretsus. Five compact discs. The surface. Here he is, General Plus Face. Alright, second fictional unit of measure. 1200 Sem. This tiny child is Pope of Sand. Sports. Fiesta. We're here. Watch people. Watch the robot. Nothing is fish. Everything's fish.
Correct. On both accounts.
There is no difference between land and sea.
You moron. You imbecile.
Your further information is just hit the streets and rub yourself against people until something happens.
We buy bits from your monsters. This is bits for gold.
Cash for bits.
Cash for bits.
Here at Fiesta Dave.
Fiesta Dave. I love Fiesta Dave.
Dave Fest, yeah!
Yeah, Dave Fest. We're here to celebrate all Daves you know and all days you ever will know.
Buy some commemorative figurines at Dave Fest. There, see, there you go, folks. There, you couldn't ask for a better recap. This guy knows the lore. There's the lore. That's the story. It's there you go. This guy, he gets it.
So, I guess that confirms space, in fact.
Hell yes. Now we're getting festive.
Oh, man.
The tournament. Good day, sports official. I would like to sign up for sports.
1 sports, please.
However, this is not sufficient intel. Go rub yourself against the city some more. All of these statements are true. Alright, now to head back to the inn and be told I need further ingredients to the heist.
Yeah, you also need to figure out an escape route.
We don't have disguises. We can't move forward with this plan unless each of us has a theme song.
Doc really seems to be into this heist thing. I feel like he's relapsing on something he used to do.
To do space crimes, all kinds of wacky pranks at the Space Academy. Oh hey, it's you! Sort of wizard. You. 500 years of the Kingdom of Ave, but only 338 years of tournament. That's a lot of years to not do sports. Something is missing from Dave Fest.
How about we have all the Daves fight each other? Of course.
The Dave
Blood
Daves.
sports.
Dia Dave Los Muertos.
The day of Dave Dad?
Yeah, that.
A day to celebrate all of the dead Daves.
And all of the dead Daves about to die.
These Daves about to die salute you. My true rival finally revealed.
Club guy.
Also, Ref, why does he get a weapon? I was not told this would be a weapons tournament. Also, I have to either end it with this blow or be destroyed because my only healing item is not equipped to keep pace with this man. You had enough of this? Meanwhile, Bart. It's him.
He's gotta get.
The Big Joe.
You know, I can appreciate a good Mr. Satan.
Yeah, that's really what he is.
Goodbye, Joe.
Yep. Nice
It's
knowing
been
you.
nice. We should do this more often. He's worth 1 XP.
It was a good experience.
Is it time for stealth?
It appears so, yes.
Perhaps a time of stealth when the camera does this. Or maybe I will just fight men. I can accept some amount of murder in the process of taking back the kingdom. Sneaking! The most illegal move in wrestling. Bees.
should've-
When you get down to it, wasps, hornets especially, are just bees that work out.
My opponent clearly has no respect for the martial arts. None of this is martial arts. Bees are not a martial art. Knives are sometimes they're not using them artfully. These are not art knives. These are regular knives. 10 generations of your descendants will feel the shame you are about to receive. Bart, forget whips. Take the gun.
Nah, he doesn't do guns.
Your people have many guns.
Bart just doesn't get guns. He tried to use one once, and he left the safety on, and he never figured out why it wouldn't work, so he
That
just
was
gave
the
up.
incident. Espionage. Ooh, he's gonna get you.
You're gonna get you. Ugh, I hate him.
What are you
Dan is the
doing here,
worst.
Dan?
I hate this child.
Child, either you stop doing that with your arm, or I will stop you from having arms. Child, where did you learn a move? How dare you have moves?
Oh
Someone
shit.
probably taught it to him while our backs were turned, just to fuck with us.
How dare you be resistant to moves? Where did you... What? What?
Oh my god,
What?
please
Dan
don't tell
really
me
is
you
a goblin.
lost to Dan.
What? Meanwhile, that guard finally made contact with Bard. There's child. Hey, if you want to resume being King of Ava, we really don't care. Our highly advanced space politics are beyond your primitive comprehension. You want to be king, just go back to being king, and then cooperate with us. And he has begun to dodge a lot.
Let me try. That made sense.
While we're here,
What, you gonna go back and fight Dan again?
think back to better times. Big Joe times. The great times. The dynamic times. Bart has to murder everyone in this castle to make his number go up. Fight me, nerd. Oh, I caught another one.
So can you move?
I could
the opposite?
disengage from this. It would probably start the fight.
You managed to get a lot of murdering in during those rounds. I actually forgot about Dan. We're not on Dan, are we?
It's time for bees.
Fuck.
Oh, last time I skipped books. Time for books. Then I am going to continue kicking you until you stop getting up. Ever. Final sports against mysterious stranger. In the middle of finding for my purpose. I don't English good while punch man. Why?
Well, bye!
Oh, it's that time again. Ah, it's the mysterious hour. Gotta go.
You won! Good job.
Good sports, kid. Oh, the important thing is that we kicked Dan in the face. Hundreds of times.
Yeah.
I'm not going to attack the shell. Instead, it is I who will parry you. You provoked my counterattack. Also, Faye is here now. His past. You seem familiar. Like someone from my past. That technique, 5 years ago, in the past,
17 years
of
ago.
the future.
I remember it well. Like it was not 10,000 years ago, which it
That
was.
man punched me like that too.
I remembered that punch.
We have to fight the way we did 5 years ago. That name, that technique. But something has changed.
I remember that engine in the background
5 years ago.
when that thing happened 5 years ago.
He is him, then am I me? Oh, here we are in the mystery box.
Oh, this is probably bad.
This leads somewhere.
No, this is yeah.
So how
Why
was
are we
sports?
going? Oh,
Oh, hi, Ellie. Just hail, can't talk, doing a crime. No, Bart, it's cool. I saved her from a T-Rex once. So Doc just called off the cavalry to help us get away. Pulled
yep.
strings. Back on the boat. On the boat, in the wild. Alpha and Omega that are this boat, what are you doing, stuffed animal?
Oh no.
It's warm. Next time. It's warm.